So guys, I was going out the other day with my spiritual father and we were listening to the radio. The anchor of the show we're listening to made a statement and said sponsor. She wanted to say sponsor and then she said sponsor. I actually ignored, like I didn't hear it, but lo and behold, my spiritual father went, ignore Z. I burst out into laughter. God, at that point I could not hold it anymore. So hi guys, welcome to Fluently Speaking with Bola. My name is Bola. Good to see you guys again on today's edition of Fluently Speaking with Bola. Today we're going to be looking at some words you may have been mispronouncing. The good thing about this is that no one is exempted, myself inclusive, because we all learn every day. You probably may have been pronouncing some of them wrongly, but today you would find out the correct way to pronounce them. And that's the beautiful thing about life, the fact that we are open. We must always remain open to learning. And it will shock you that even some native speakers pronounce some of these words wrong. Yes, you heard that right. And that's why you need to be open. You need to keep learning, keep practicing, and keep listening, checking your dictionary, confirming the pronunciation of words. And also because of the dynamism of the language, it becomes quite important to always confirm. For instance, a word like privacy. Privacy is pronounced privacy, of course, in British English, which I always talk about because I am tilted more towards British English because of, you know, that history. If you've been watching my videos, you'd understand why. So for a word like privacy, it's pronounced privacy in British English, while in American English you have privacy. So there are a lot of dynamism to the pronunciation of the words. But if you're more inclined to British English or British speaking, like I am, then you want to always confirm from the dictionary and also listen to native speakers. Well, the dictionary is still the most authentic source to confirm from, because even native speakers make mistakes. Okay, so our first word is this. How do you pronounce this word? Embarrass. Embarrass, not embarrass. I know a lot of people pronounce this word as embarrass. Some people would even say embarrass. Don't embarrass me. Well, now you know it is embarrass and not embarrass. To embarrass means to cause to be self-conscious. So the laughter of the crowd caused the speaker to be embarrassed, or the laughter of the crowd made the speaker embarrassed. Number 2, this word. How do you pronounce this word? This word is pronounced literally. Literally. And here I'd like to make a distinction between this word literally and this word literally. So literally means as it is without exaggeration, while literally has to do with literature, books, research. So you're saying that according to research or according to book, something you discovered from a book or something, that is when you use literally. But the one a lot of people use and then mispronounce as literally is literally, and literally means as it is. So if you say, while she sang, I literally sang along, it means that while she was singing, you were also singing along with her. But when you say, I literally sang along, it does not flow, like it's incorrect. So it's incorrect to say I literally sang along in this situation. Okay, so say literally when the context you're trying to portray is what I just explained. Or their eyes were literally glued to the TV during the penalty, not penalty. So penalty and not penalty. And that takes us to the next word, which is penalty. This word is pronounced penalty, as I said, and not penalty or penalty. Penalty. The stress is on the first syllable. So say penalty and not. Penalty simply means the consequence for breaking a rule or violating a rule. And it's also used in games like football. You hear that a lot when you watch football. Okay, next word. This word. This word is pronounced mischievous. Mischievous, not mischievous. Mischievous means to be naughtily or annoyingly playful. She gave him a mischievous look before picking up her pen to write. So what do you call this light or this lighting source that you use to light up a room or an office, a space? What do you call it? Not fluorescent. 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 She preferred using fluorescent lights because they were cheaper than light bulbs. Next, amateur. Amateur. Now, I used to pronounce this word as amateur. Amateur, like you're an amateur. An amateur means someone who is practicing the sport or an activity as a pastime, as a hobby or pastime, and not professionally. She played soccer as an amateur before turning professional. So it means she played it as a hobby, as someone who was just using it to pass away time before she became professional in it. Next, this parliament. Parliament, not parliament. I know there's an I before the A, but that's the way English is. The rules do not follow the spelling. So parliament and not parliament. Parliament is the legislative assembly in certain countries. For instance, in the UK, they have the parliament, but here we have the National Assembly, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. So parliament and not parliament, okay? And of course, that leads us to this next one, which is plenary. Plenary, not plenary. I hear a lot of people say plenary, plenary. It is plenary, E, the long E sound, okay? Next, this word is pronounced receipt. Receipt, the P is silent. I know a lot of people say receipts. That's wrong. It is receipt. It is an acknowledgement that payment has been made. If you misplace your receipt, you wouldn't get a refund. So receipt, not receipt. Come to think of it, it's even easier to say receipt than say receipts. Same thing goes for words like plumber. Plumber, not plumber. Plumber, the B is silent. And also you have it in words like comb, the B is silent, comb. In subtle, subtle, the B is silent. Subtle, subtle, not subtle, subtle. How do you pronounce this word? I know some people say caucus, but it's caucus, caucus. A closed political meeting, or it's similar to clique, a set or a group of people with the same purpose. So caucus and not caucus, caucus. Guys, please do not let me catch you saying vulganizer. Vulganizer is wrong. Please, I am begging you in the name of God. Vulcanizer. Even looking at the spelling, there's nothing like G. Vulcanizer, vulcanizer, not vulgar. Please call the vulganizer. Please. It's a sin to say vulgar. Okay, just kidding, but please say vulcanizer instead of vulganizer. Thank you. So how do you pronounce this word where the words or the lyrics of a popular song are projected on a big screen and then you get to sing along? How do you pronounce the word? Of course,
karaoke. Karaoke.
I don't want to believe you pronounce it any other thing. Of course, you can't say karaoke. For my Yoruba people, of course, you can't say that. I really look forward to attending a karaoke soon, to sing with my sonorous voice, you know. A lot of people talk about, I know a lot of people say I don't have a fantastic voice, but you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if my voice is beautiful to me, who are you to tell me it is not? Sorry. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Now for this next word, Americans would pronounce this as schedule, schedule, but in British English it is schedule, schedule. So I really would not have your neck or ask for your head if you pronounce it as schedule. But if you're going with the British pronunciation, you would most likely say schedule and not schedule. Some people would even say schedule. It's when you say schedule or schedule that we will fight. Because the stress is on the first level. So schedule, I almost said schedule. Schedule, and not schedule or schedule. Next, we'll talk about this word. This word is pronounced sweet. Sweet. So it's pronounced the same way you would pronounce this word. But many times, a lot of people confuse. But a lot of times, a lot of people confuse this word with this word. While this suite means a series of connected rooms, an apartment with connected rooms, like you find in hotels, this means a jacket, a suit and tie. Reminds me of this particular series I used to watch back then, Suits. See the man who wanna pay for your friend, get a little piece of fun. If you've watched Suits, then you understand what I mean. The feeling is, it's a fantastic series. Okay, so let's move on to the next word. So, how do you pronounce this particular bread-like snack? Should I call it a food or a snack? Well, you know what I mean. How do you pronounce it? Pizza. Pizza. Let it. There's a sound in between. As you can see in the transcription here, there's a sound before this sound. Pizza. Pizza. So a lot of you pronounce it with the spelling, and I told you many times pronunciation in English doesn't go by the spelling. So pizza, not pizza. Okay, I'd like to have some pizza for dinner. Who knows, God might just lay it in your heart to order a box of pizza and deliver to my house. I'll drop my address in the description box. It might just be the angel God is sending. So next is this word. How do you pronounce this? This word is pronounced asterisk. Asterisk, like you pronounce the risk at the end. A lot of people say asterix. Asterix. It's the same problem with some people who say ask instead of ask. So the S come before the K. I know the cluster of the consonant sounds is usually challenging for a lot of people, but it just takes practice. So you say asterisk, asterisk instead of asterix. Just like you say ask, ask instead of ask. Next, let's talk about dessert. I know a lot of people are wondering why it's majorly about food today. I think it's because I'm hungry. I've been talking about food, pizza, and now dessert. And then you have this word, desert, desert, dessert, desert, dessert, desert, dessert, desert. Now, while this is the last dish or the dish served as the last course of a meal, this is a dry land without vegetation. So dessert when you're talking about food, desert when you're talking about a dry land without grass or vegetation. So guys, this is where we say goodbye. I know you've had fun, so please just click the like button. Click the like button, subscribe, share this video, bring more subscribers to my YouTube channel, guys. If indeed you're learning, then you should want to share the knowledge. Let people also benefit from what you're enjoying. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch my other videos here, here, and here. Thank you. I'll see you in any of those videos. Bye.